Let's see. So, hello everyone. My name is Marisa Sakaleru. I am a professor of the Engineering Management Program of the School of Engineering and Digital Sciences. I have with me today three of our best students from the Master of Engineering and Management Program. We're going to have a short discussion on internationalization, globalization, and working with diverse teams through the lenses of Madina, Zanibek, and Zantileo. All of them are students in the course of Globalization and Engineering that has been running for 4 consecutive years in collaboration with Penn State University in the United States. The students from Nazarbayev University and Penn State University share lectures, material, and projects in a true globalized experiment. Our focus today will be on the primary knowledge areas and the essential competencies necessary for engineers to thrive in today's global marketplace. In this context, our students study individual and cultural differences and how these affect communication and team dynamics. So as part of an international multicultural engineering team, Madina, Zantileo, and Zanibek are working on a real-world virtual team project. Along with students from Penn State University, they are preparing a project proposal presentation that should be directed to their intended investor. They have to prepare a report using the design thinking process. They have to test their solution, while at the same time, they need to think whether they can redefine the problem and create innovative and practical solutions in different countries. Madina and Zantileo are working on a project about South Africa, while Zanibek is working on a project about Mexico. To do all these things, we are utilizing Penn State Learning Management Platform that's called Canvas, and we complete all the assignments online, something that has proven invaluable during this pandemic. All of our students benefit tremendously from working with diverse teams from different countries and different backgrounds, while producing effective solutions to challenging engineering problems. We are now approaching the end of the semester, and we are here to discuss the experience Madina, Zantileo, and Zanibek have gained through this innovative course. We would like them to share their experience from working in international multicultural team, their understanding of the sources of conflict that may arise in such a setting, and perhaps they can tell us a few words on the approaches they took to manage these issues effectively. So guys, thank you again for doing this, and thank you for being with me today. What can you tell us about your experience with our course? Who wants to start?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so my experience with this course was really great. This is a truly unusual course compared to the courses that I would usually use to take in the MEM program. Firstly, because it's it's done with the cooperation of other universities in the United States, which brings a lot of new classmates from different parts of the world, actually. And the working experience with them is really emphasizing the topic of the course, which is a globalization, and having such kind of diverse team in working in real life projects gives you invaluable experience in the dealing with different aspects of the teamwork, and also the information that we got in the course really helps to actually facilitate the learning, because we're learning a lot of information about how to actually work in the globalized world, how to enhance the team experience in the really diverse teams where the different team members have a different cultural background. So overall, it was really great experience, which I think really helpful and will be helpful in the future.
Thank you, Zantileo. Madina?
Well, my experience, well, you know, I mean, to be honest, when I joined this course, I registered for this course only just to have a certificate just to have the opportunity to work with people from different countries. But actually, as the course was passing, I mean, I realized that it was very interesting. So during the course, we are reading a lot of articles on different topics, and so it's very interesting. And actually, this course helped me to increase my kind of, general education. I mean, understanding of what is going in the world. I mean, in the whole, in different countries, and the engineering and etc. So I find my experience very interesting and insightful.
Thank you, Medina. And
Yes,
the certificate is a very good addition for your CV as well. The certificate is a great addition for the CV. Zanik, you want to share something or?
yes, I also have something to add about my experience with this globalization course. I think this course is one of the best courses in our curriculum in Azerbaijan University because it provides like tremendous opportunity on networking with American students so that we can learn from each other what is happening in American engineering society and here in Kazakhstan. I also find this course really useful for the future career of MEM students because we can get all the necessary skills and capabilities that we need to apply in the global engineering world. Uh, Learning a lot of concepts about cultural differences between engineers in different culture in different countries. We learned a lot how to manage conflicts in complex and international engineering teams, and I think that this is a great asset for the future uh, for the future career after the MEM program for our students.
Oh, thank you.
Can can I add something?
Please.
Yes, I mean, Zhanibek, he so it was telling about American students. So initially, I thought that we would be working only with American students, but actually, I was surprised that, I mean, our teammates were from absolutely different countries, from China, India, one from El Salvador, and one from Puerto Rico. So it's really multicultural course. Yes.
My next question would be, how do you find the mode of operation? This course is totally structured and delivered online. Uh, is it easy for you? Is it complicated because of the time differences? What's your opinion on that?
Uh, for me personally, it's great. I really love the fact that course is totally asynchronous. So basically, all the information for almost like 16 weeks of the study was available from the first day of the classes, and basically the Canvas platform is really convenient and easy to use actually, and it's really great to have the all things structured in the first day so that you can actually manage your time more efficiently, I guess. And as for the like team project side, it was a bit difficult because of the mainly time difference. Because all of us are located in different countries, so it was really a challenge to find a convenient time for us all to have weekly meetings.
Yes, I understand this has been a problem, but well, it's a problem that cannot be solved. How do you like that you can see from the end to the beginning, from the beginning to the end, or the whole structure of the course, and you have access to all the information? Like what you said, Santilio, you enter the course and you can see that what are the assignments throughout. This is something that does not stress you out, right? You like that?
Yeah, for me, yeah, it's great. Sometimes when I get really ambitious, I can actually finish the material for the next couple of weeks and then have next couple of weeks kind of a week off, you know. So it's really great in managing time compared to the courses that you should attend every classes weekly when you don't have such opportunity to actually make some work done ahead of the deadlines and then just relax for um, a bit.
So is there anything that comes to mind that you learned through this course, a knowledge that you have gained that it seems that you want to discuss more, that you want to highlight, that you want to share with us?
Yes, actually, I want to share one of the memorable things that we have encountered during this course. One of the things that I learned from this course is that uh, I uh, I learned lots of the things about myself, about my biases towards other cultures. I learned that uh, I was like originally I thought that I'm quite open to new cultures, and I have no barriers uh, to connect with other people from different cultural backgrounds. But after getting to this course, I and getting the assessment of my cultural development profile, I understood that actually it is not, because my current state is a depolarization state. That is, I view other cultures as they and our culture as us, so that I have clear distinction between what is good uh, in terms of culture and what is bad. And this actually uh, abstracts my cultural connection with people, for example, from America and so on. And uh, we took all of these assessments, and I think that learning about yourself is kind of revealing, and you can enlightening, and you can learn a lot of things to develop yourself personally. Yes.
Thank you, Janibek. So through this course, you get to learn a bit more about, as you said, your biases. And through this course, do you think that your horizons can have been broadened just a bit, have been expanded?
Yes, sure. After taking all of these assessments and tasks, I feel myself really that I have broadened my horizons, and now I can truly say that I know the exact things that I need to work on in order to get more interculturally developed, so that I can easily interact with other people and work smoothly in multicultural engineering teams. And I think this is also true for all of us, because many of our students they have different backgrounds, different experience, and I think at least some of our students have also experienced the same broadening of horizons, of cultural openness and things like this.
You guys share Zanipek's opinion? Do you feel that some changes have occurred? Your horizons have been broadened through the learning process of the course? Do you see any changes on your approaches?
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with Janibek. I think that my horizons too were broadened. I mean, I learned a lot about different cultures, about how to negotiate with people from different cultures. I understood that there are some things that would work in one culture but would not in another one. And in order to build I mean, healthy business relationships with people from different countries, to successfully negotiate with them, we need to take into consideration these differences in cultures. And due to, I mean, thanks to this course, I learned about them. More or less, I learned about them. Yeah.
Now tell me the bad things. What are the challenges? What was complicated? What was tough apart from the time difference?
Well, yes. Well, first of all, it was time difference. It is a challenge because today I had to wake up at 8 a.m. and usually I sleep at this during this time. Yeah, and the second challenge was actually, to be honest, the English language. I mean, the pronunciation, the dialect. So people from different cultures, they pronounce some words differently. And at first, it was a bit nervous, and it was a bit. I mean, it was a bit hard to understand other people. But after some time, me and my teammates, we got used to each other, and so now it is not a problem.
Oh, Martina, you don't know how much I share this opinion of yours, because when I moved from Greece to Hong Kong for my graduate studies, I was overwhelmed from the accent. It would took me like months to understand what the people around me were saying. And I think, Zanny, you studied in China as well, right?
Yes, yes,
I
actually.
think you can understand
Experience.
what I mean. It can be really complicated. But I think you guys, like all Nazarbayev University students, are quite lucky because you get to work with different professors from different countries. You have Greece, you have Turkey, you have Spain. So you have experience. You have more experience from different accents than the average European student that has. Like we don't have so many faculty from different countries in Europe. It's like your country and maybe one other country, maybe. But you guys have experienced professors from all over the world. So let me go to my next question. At the end of the course, you get a certificate from Penn State and Nazarbayev University. Do you think that this will be a good addition to your CV? Do you think that companies appreciate that? Do you think that it will benefit your career in a way?
Yeah, I think first of all, to be honest, I forgot about the certificate part. uh, and now, after realizing that we will have actually the proof that we worked in the really multicultural environment with really different people from different cultural backgrounds, I think it will be the good addition to a CV. But most importantly, I think it will help us to actually build our careers, because right now the world are getting more and more globalized. A lot of international companies have been operating in Kazakhstan and beyond, and definitely in our future careers we will be in the environment where we will need to actually work and cooperate from with the people from different cultural backgrounds, different nations, and this very experience of interacting with them, working on the one mission of accomplishing one task, this is the most uh, actually benefit from the course to our future careers, I believe.
Thank you, Gentileo. I think that the international experience working with so many people from different countries, as Madina said, will actually be a great addition to your experience and for your career and all your future steps. So, is there one thing that you found memorable when working with students in your group, whether they're from India or US or China or wherever? Is there anything that is more like it was funny, or maybe a silly event, or any memorable event that happened?
Um, to be honest, I mean, the most memorable event was the first meeting. So, to be honest, I was very nervous about, I mean, getting to know with people from different countries, and I was nervous. And for me, so this first meeting was very important. And the second memorable event happened when, so as one of our meeting ended, and me and my teammate from India, Panya, so we left in the meeting and we started discussing just like two friends. We started discussing Kazakh culture, Indian culture, and we were laughing a lot. And she told me about what is going on in India, and she said that in India there are a lot of Indian languages. So she told me a joke that every 20 kilometers there's a new language. So it was very interesting, and
Oh,
I
I'm
mean,
glad you're making friends, Madina. Nice. A good addition to the course as well.
yeah.
So, guys, do you have any memorable experience from the course? Something that you feel that you want to highlight?
Yes, I think one of the memorable things working with the US students in my group was that I was really anxious about getting to work with US students because I knew well in advance that they're really experienced, and I have got only like more or less 3 years of experience. I was really anxious to work with them because I thought that I was not really competent enough uh, to work with them. But then I understood that they are really friendly. They are keen to help other people that are not really familiar with US courses, US course structures, and so on. And I think this is one of the memorable things for me is that this amount of support from US students is really something that I would never forget.
Thank you, Zanibek. That's a great. Actually, guys, I really enjoy this more than I think it's not about that I had to do it, but I'm learning more things about you, and I'm enjoying it as well. I will cut this from the video, of course. So, what else? Can you tell me about the time when a lack of teamwork hindered the project and a problem that arose, and what was your approach to address the situation and perhaps solve the problem?
So yeah, I think Madina and I in one team working on the project of solving unemployment problem in South Africa, and actually we're really lucky because our teammates are really hardworking, and it was really pleasure to work with them. But of course, as as a team, we had some rough times along the journey, and I think that one time we actually were discussing. I don't remember exactly, but we were discussing some part of the project, and actually the opinions were divided at some point between the team, and it was really um, really kind of awkward to solve this because everyone was trying to be polite and didn't want to actually push their opinion to others. But at the same time, all of us actually wanted to keep on their own opinion because we thought that this is actually the best approach. Like this is a human nature. We always think that our approach is the best approach of all possible. But yeah, it was actually kind of a bit difficult to actually argue while being polite and being respectful and don't push too hard. Um, yeah, but I think we actually managed to solve this issue very successfully because of the work, because of the knowledge that we get about the teamwork, about the team collaboration, about the conflict managing issues, about the different temperaments of the people inside the team. We had a lot of assignments on working that, and they actually helps to approach um, different team members while communicating, because you know what the personality type they have, yeah, what kind of conflict management approach they have, and yeah, it was a bit kind of difficult but fun in the way.
Do you want to share a bit, a few words about your final project? What do you plan to do? What do you plan to report on your on the countries? Like you're working on South Africa and Zanibeko is working on Mexico. Do you want to share a few words about your final project?
Yeah,
Sure.
yes, sure.
Yes,
Uh,
go ahead.
Okay.
yes. Our team works on the water problem in Mexico. We design a solution to solve the lack of potable water in Mexico because Mexico is one of the third world countries, and it has a lot of political and economic problems. And actually, people in Mexico, they are starving of the water because they lack all of these resources to have healthy life. And we came up with different solutions. We had brainstorming meetings, we had discussions how we can solve this problem. We came up with dozens of the solutions. We thought about really innovative, very technically tough solutions. We thought about different devices, different technologies that can tackle this problem. And we came up with the rapid prototype, which is actually the elevated cistern that will be installed at the roofs of the apartments, of the houses. And this device will collect the rain drops, rainwater, and filter it and store at the rooftops. And all of these communities, especially in rural areas of Mexico, they can uh, uh, they can conserve this water and use for the for drinking or for any kind of uses. Yes.
That's very interesting. Do you think that this innovative solution could have any applications in Asia, in a country that is closer to us? I mean, closer to
Yes,
Mexico?
sure. I think that this kind of solution will work in Eastern Asia. I think in the rainforest where there is uh, the sufficient amount of rains every year, but also we thought about different modifications of our product, and we thought that it can be modified to supply water from the existing water system, water supply system in the countries, and it can be applied in any country, I think.
Thank you, Zanbek. This is called like a frugal innovation, right?
Yes, and the cost of this solution is something close to $10,000, which is within the budget for our project, and I think this this really cheap. This is really cheap solution for many
Does,
developing countries.
yes, Kazakhstan does not have a lot of rain, right? Even in the south.
Not really. Yes.
Okay, okay. You guys, what is your project about?
Okay, so my team and I actually are working on a project that related to the South Africa. So actually, the South Africa is one of the countries with the highest unemployment rate in the world, and it's a really huge problem that cannot be solved for many years actually. And when we were actually writing the host country report, we different team members actually spotted this problem as one of the major socio-economic problem of the country, and we decided to focus on that, on solving this problem. And as we identified the main reasons behind this problem, um, we had a hypothesis that the major causes of the problems is actually the echoes of the apartheid system, that of the racial segregation and other actually terrible stuff that were going on in the last century, and the lack of education for a lot of people who had not enough financial support. And we decided to work on that. And in order to actually test the hypothesis, we conducted some interviews with the South African citizens and identified that our hypotheses are correct. And we developed the project where different companies and the non-governmental organization, non-profit organization will be helping us to create some kind of educational program where the young people who have not access for education will be trained for specific skills that are required in the market, in the job market right now. And then in the span of the 2-3 months, the people who have not higher education will be granted with the certificates and will knowledge and skill that will help them actually to get a job in a specific industry or sector that they choose to actually study.
Have you made any recommendations on what kind of education would that be, on what discipline, or do you leave this open so far? They are getting some skills, but do you feel that there are skills in a particular sector that are more needed than another sector?
I can add about this part. So basically, we planned to customize these skills based on the needs of each company. So we negotiate with the company what types of skills are needed, and then based on these needs, based on these requirements, we will we will refine the whole program.
Okay, so you have not seen any major trends regarding what the needs of the company?
Major trends are English language, because there is kind of a problem with English language in South Africa. Then basic computer skills like Microsoft Office and etc. And other, I mean, like basic skills, basic communication skills, and so.
Thank you. Guys, I don't want to. Do you have anything else that you think that a potential new student for the MEM program should know about the course? Is there any other information that you would like to share?
Yeah, actually, I think it will be fair to warn all the potential students that the workload is really heavy for this course. So basically, we have a lot of different assignments each week to complete. I'm not sure about the exact number of assignments, but I think it's in hundreds for the whole course. Like do not scare the potential students. They are all usually very easy, not really time consuming, and each assignment actually gives you like food for thought, and you actually can learn a lot of from small assignments, and which will sum up into really useful skill set, I guess.
Yeah, don't spread false information. The assignments are just 70, yes, 70. They are not, it's not a small number, I understand, but not hundreds, please. So it's 70 small assignments. Madina Janibek, is there anything else that you would like to say to a budding MEM student, a newcomer about the course?
Yes, I would just like to encourage them to join this course. It is indeed actually a very interesting course, and it will enrich your understanding of what is happening in the world. I mean, in terms of geopolitics, in terms of relationships between countries, and I find this course very interesting. So I'm really encouraging other students to join this course.
Janibek.
Yes, and I also have just only a small addition. What Jean Leo and Madina said is that prospective students that will join this course need to adjust their sleeping regime, because they need to get up early. They need to prepare for the discussions. They need to have to conduct a really thorough research on different topics, and they need to approach this course really comprehensively. It is not really that easy, but it's manageable. And the gains that you get as the output of this course are really valuable for students, I think.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate your honesty, your thoroughness, and your comments. I think they are valid. Like being the instructor of this course, I can say that I agree with all the comments that you make. They are quite honest. So I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for sharing your experiences and your views. I hope we have provided enough motivation to our audience to take a closer look at our Master of Engineering in Management program in general and to this course, and to the budding MEM students to determine their goals and understand the opportunities our program has to offer. For any potential student, you can contact us through Instagram or send us an email. I hope that some of our viewers will be in your position in a year or two, sharing their experience with the world. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Professor.